Alright, let's make this very specific drawing in this very specific pose. Well, this is not right. Anatomy is hard. As an artist, I'm well aware of that. However, as much as I wish to, I can't keep avoiding it forever. So my stars join me into this very learning process of learning something even when you don't want to. Again. Now, as I mentioned in my last video, I started to use this video as a guide. However, the one thing I would always come across was learning how to draw muscles. Now, I'm a lazy, sleep-deprived teen who's trying to balance school life with content creation. The last thing I want to do is learn what this is. And no, I will not try to pronounce it. So I found someone who felt just like me and already did all the hard work. Along comes this video. This video oversimplified everything for me, and with the amount of anatomy videos I've watched, this is one that helped me the most so far. I began by following the video's guide and started getting this practice finally got me to understand how to somewhat get the size of the body I'm drawing. I never did understand those 8 sizing things anyway. Then I got to drawing an arm and the joints, or at least where they should be. I always felt like when I would draw arms incorrectly, they would drain my entire drawing. This drawing was pretty simple, but I think it helped me a lot. Breaking it down helped me to visualize the joints better. Next up, the main thing I did for years without knowing how to do it. Using references. I'd usually stare into the reference image, contemplate my life choices, and then scribble something into existence. Obviously, that wasn't a very good way of using said references. I needed to understand the shape and the structure of the body, so we're using what we already learned, squares, and cylinders apparently. Breaking down the body parts was a lot simpler than before, and sketching these wasn't as complex, plus they didn't look as flat as before. The first sketch I did, I picked out a simple reference not to make it too complex, and I immediately realized that sketching won't take me 3 hours like before. Using cylinders for limbs was even better as I no longer had to worry about making it too long or too short, because I was using the proportion drawings from before. So, did I stay happy with myself? No, of course not. I went to find something harder. This drawing didn't end up as well, but it was definitely better than what I would have done without the idea of shapes in mind. Especially with the legs. I hate drawing legs, and yet looking at them from more like cylinders made them seem a lot less complex, even if the sketches were pretty messy. And you know how I just said I hate drawing legs? Well, that just meant to me I have to draw them more. And I did. The next pose was all about leaning on one leg and getting the other one in place. And I struggled. Trying to get the leg in the right spot without making it look like her bones were broken was complicated to say the least. I was just so done with this drawing I chose not to fix it anymore. And lastly, my favorite drawing. I believe I did my best with this one. I finally got the idea to use the line movement right from the reference to the drawing. That made the whole process so much better and a lot shorter, and a lot less messier than the previous drawings. I was genuinely very proud of myself with this one. It helped me gain a bit more confidence in my anatomy. I still cannot draw hands for the life of me though. Now, before you go searching for another video to kick up your dopamine and distract you from your life, let me talk to you all. I do have a couple of rambling videos ideas. I want to draw for fun, maybe upload a couple of speed paints, redraw some of my older drawings, maybe talk about my whole fictional world and my OCs who have been collecting dust in the back of my tablet. But I want to make sure you'll actually want to watch those kind of videos. So if you want to hear me up in the future, please do let me know in the comments. Well, that's going to be all from me today. I'll leave all the links to the videos I use in the description. If you enjoy watching me do this, consider liking the video and subscribing. And while you're at it, you can go check out my Instagram and Tumblr. Remember to shine bright, my stars, and bye-bye!